first off, just so everybody knows, what I'm doing right now is I'm going to make a quick introduction to a good friend of mine. And it's pretty much the reason why we're here tonight. As much fun as it is to throw a party, there's a purpose to this evening. So know that there's a reason why I'm doing all this. So that being said, the first thing I want to do is thank my wonderful wife and my wonderful mother, who was, while everyone was hanging out, was running around like a bunch of crazy people, putting together just a wonderful party for everybody. So if you're having a good time, thank them, not me. Try not to. Them? It's been a really cool, fun, amazing month. I'm honored to call one of the greatest artists of our time a close friend of mine, Laurence Gartel. And he calls me up about a month ago and says, you know, I've been sitting in front of a computer for a long time. I'm not going to spoil anything you want to say. I just want to introduce you, okay? And I want to touch something. I want to do something with my hands. And I said, come on down to the shop and you can fill in the whole car up there. And we started exploring. I started grabbing things. And it ended up that one of my clients, who's a very good guy, was gracious enough to donate his car to the arts. Now, the car is a shell. We actually use it for car parts. If you're interested in finding out, grab me and I'll tell you what goes on in the world of restoration and how you pull out extremely valuable 3.5 Mercedes-Benz Oddity engines to put into other Mercedes-Benz cars and leave the shells with Jordan. Anyway. A month and a half ago it started. And it's been an unbelievable trip. And he can tell you about his trip. I'm going to tell you about my trip. I got to watch art being created. I get to watch one of the greatest artists do his thing. And my mother can tell you, she's been dragging me to art galleries since I was 6 months old, always as a spectator. And I'm privileged to say I am now a participant, even if it's just like giving him the house to concoct his magic. We had a really great conversation about creation just the other day. Some great things came out of it. Kind of makes you wonder whether creation is the highest form, because this is going to be with us forever. We'll be gone, and this will be a museum. Kids and or people will be interacting with this, and love it or hate it, it is something which will move you. It is something that will make you think, and it'll make people think for generations to come. That being said, I will stop speaking and introduce my good friend, and honored to call my good friend, Laurence Gartel.
So first of all, I'm sure you've seen my work before, but never knew who I was. So to tell you that, first of all, I've done the official image for Disney Millennium, for Coca-Cola, for the Olympics, the cover of Forbes magazine, the work's been in the Whitney and the Guggenheim, and the Museum of Modern Art, and the thing that probably people know me most for is my absolute vodka. And this is one of the longest running ads in the history of the campaign, because it ran from 1991 to 2001. And it actually was September 11th, ironically, when the ad was on the back of Art Forum magazine. It's been on the cover of many, many magazines, but that just happened to be one. And any case, so someone said to me, by the way, did you notice that, like, you know, the bottle is blurry? Like, what's up with that? And I said, well, if you drink enough vodka, that's what the bottle looks like. That's what it's supposed to be. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is I bought a bottle for Jason. I'm going to sign it over to him. And Jason, this is for you. Absolute.
It'll be on TV tomorrow.
Okay, Jason, so I'm just going to... Jason, absolute creativity. got involved with cars a couple of years ago, photographing Ferraris, and I had a show at the Bob Rauschenberg Gallery at Edison College. And those images came from a residency at a college up in New York called Alfred. They started one of the first video departments in 1979. So I actually went back to this original equipment and made new work on 30-year-old machines and printed it out on, I'm considered the father of the medium because I started in the 70s with a guy named Nam June Pike at Media Study Buffalo. This was before the personal computer. It was made on analog systems, and I don't need to get too technical with anything, but anyway, that's what I did. So I've been sitting for the last 35 years, essentially. And I haven't used my hands in that long a time. And so I came to Jason one day and I said, you know, I want to do something. So we started with like going in his backyard over there and pulling out, and I created these carburetors. And the first set of like 20 were so fantastic that I sold them all at once. So this is actually the second collection, like the second, so they're a little better than the first. But they're really, really special. They're one of a kind and very, very interesting. So I invite you to look at that. Look at those. In any case, so we're gonna pull the other car. Yeah.
We have to start all over again.
There's a couple of things about the car. One is that there are artist quotes from different artists all over the car, and it's all, you discover them as you open the doors and stuff like that. This is an interactive car. You can touch it and everything except for the glitter on the back that's highly sensitive. Now the fun part is that I made a chalkboard on the back, so I invite everyone to actually draw on the car. You can actually draw because this is actually a chalkboard on the back. I think we have some chalk somewhere, but we have some. So I'm going to actually sign it as the official signature, and you guys witnessed it because I always sign it as a completion, and so you're here to witness that. I just need a piece of chalk. Okay. And so we'll leave the chalk here, and we'll invite you to draw on the car. I should tell you, while we're waiting, is that I've been wrapping cars with vinyl, and like the Tesla company commissioned me to wrap a Tesla during the art fair, Art Basel, in December. From that I went on to do a Ferrari, and they're very, very interesting as vinyl wraps, which obviously increase the value of the car. But, you know, this is really, doing something by hand is really quite a different experience. Any case. So I'm just going to sign it. I'll leave the chalk here for you to do. That's it. Bravo. Thank you. Bravo. Bravo. So I'm going to open the doors, and you go out. I should let you open the door yourself and experience it. There it is. Got it.
That's amazing.
We get from up there.
Good.
I can't wait to see what happens. There.